I think one of the greatest contributions that Bobby has made so far as Secretary of HHS is what we're seeing is the difficulty of trying to stop the poisoning of our children and population. And I have concluded as a result of watching the difficulty of getting the turn over the last 20 years, including in the last year, that there is an intentional effort to sterilize and depopulate the existing population. And clearly, the spraying is contributing to it. When I first started noting the spraying in 1996, and then as I was traveling around, I was doing huge traveling by car from 98 to 2010, and what you saw was the spraying was just had an extraordinary impact in the sort of rising toxicity of the population, of the livestock, but also of the flora and fauna. And I remember having to buy a pressure washer for my house because you literally went from a world where, maybe you had to sort of super clean the outside of your house, I don't know, every long once in a while, to every year having to do a serious pressure washer because there is just film of gray stuff, gathering up. And it was very interesting. In 2010, when we did our first big series on the spraying and got Clifford to really map out all the different reasons, what was in it that we knew and all the different reasons you might do it. There were so many people, Polly. Now I'm driving down the highway and I'm watching planes fly back and forth spraying, or I'm going to Zurich, and the Swiss are the most environmentally conscious people in the world. I take off from the Zurich airport, and above the cloud cover, there are planes just flying about, back and forth, making these, like pie crust crisscross. But so many people you would talk to say, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. In the meantime, the planes are flying back and forth. And you think, the military grade neurowarfare really is working.